Dear student, this is Lalit Mohan Verma, your biology teacher. Welcomes you in today's biology class. Students, today we'll start with a chapter 1, that is reproduction in organism. This is the most amazing chapter in biology of 12th class. Reproduction in organism. What is reproduction? Made up of two words. Re plus production means production again and again and again. So this is the common basic difference between the production and reproduction and a characteristic feature of the living being. Let's start with the lifespan. The period from birth to natural death. Mind it, I am saying about the natural death, not accident. So the period from birth to natural death is called the lifespan. Amoeba is considered to be immortal. Can you tell me why? Think about it. Let's discuss some approximate lifespan of organism. For example, an elephant survives naturally approx 60 to 70 years, while a rose plant survives for approx 100 years. On the other hand, a dog can survive for approx 14 to 15 years, while a cow lifespan is 20 to 25 years. Means some are having smaller lifespan and others are having longer lifespan, approx 400 years. You can see the horse having its lifespan is 30 years. A tortoise can survive for approx 100 to 150 years, while a crocodile can survive for approx 60 years. These lifespan should be learnt by heart. Students, can you tell me, is there any correlation between size and lifespan of an organism? Look at the figure. Parrot is there having 140-year lifespan. Focus at the parrot. 140 year. 140 years. Mind it, 140-year lifespan of a parrot. Now compare the lifespan of crow and a parrot. Compare it. Have you got the answer? Lifespan of a crow is 15 years. And what was the lifespan of a parrot? Yeah, you are right. That is 140 years. Means there is no correlation between the lifespan and size. Now reproduction. It is a biological process in which an organism gives rise to birth its offspring. Offspring means young ones. Means progeny. Means their babies. Also keep in mind that reproduction enables the continuity of a species, generation after generations. Now let's discuss the type of reproduction. First one, asexual reproduction is the reproduction by single parent without the formation of gamete. And the sexual reproduction is a reproduction in which two parents of opposite sex involved with the formation and fusion of gamete. Actually, in asexual reproduction, the offspring developed are exact copy of their parents. They are genetically identical. Therefore, they are also called as clones. This reproduction is common in unicellular organism, in some plants and simple organism. The first is binary fission. You can see on the screen, amoeba is divided into two and producing two daughter cells. So mother amoeba giving two daughter cell, exact copy. This is a type of asexual reproduction. The second one is by zoospore. These are motile asexual spore. Why motile? Because they are having flagella and they are asexual spores. For example, in algae, fungi, they can move from one place to another with the help of flagella. Therefore, they are motile. The next one is budding. In yeast cell, the division is unequal. The small one is bud, produced exogenously and separated to give rise new individual. It is also happening in case of hydra. This is budding. The next one is conidia. These are also asexual spores, but they are non-motile because they are not having flagella like zoospore. They are found in Penicillium and phylum Ascomycota, that is sac fungi. They produce on the conidiophores. The next one is the endogenous bud, that is called zamule. This is the internal bud and present in some freshwater sponge. They resist themselves from drought, high temperature, freezing point, and lack of oxygen. Start. Vegetative propagation is the type of the sexual reproduction in plants. Naturally, in plant it occurs by following ways. Number one, runner, rhizome, suckers, tubers, offset, and bulb, etc. Let's start with runner, also called stolon. It is cylinder stem that grows horizontally to the ground. Naturally, it cut off and separated to develop into a new individual. You can see the strawberry on the screen. The second one is rhizome. It is also the modified underground stem, which also separated out into pieces, and each piece is able to give rise to a new individual plant. For example, ginger. Just look at the screen, my kids. It's visible now? Okay. The third one is the suckers. They are the basal shoot or root sprouts or adventitious roots. It may be grown from a bud at the base of a plant. It may also grow from roots of a plant, for example, in apple trees and cherries. The fourth one is the tubers. They are also the modified underground stem that help to store food. These tubers also bear minute scale leaves, visible on the potato na, with a bud. It has a ability to develop into a new plant. You can see on the screen the potato with leaves. Fifth one is the offset. It is a small and virtually a complete daughter plant that has been naturally and asexually produced on the mother plant. For example, water hyacinth, also called ecornia. The sixth one is the bulb. You have seen garlic and onion at home now? It is a short SHORT modified underground stem surrounded by usually fleshy modified leaves that contain stored food within it. For example, onion bulbs and garlic bulbs. Student, do you know about the terror of Bengal? Actually, water hyacinth or ecornia is an aquatic plant which is also considered as the terror of Bengal. It was first introduced in India because of its beautiful flower and shape of the leaves. So why it is called as the terror of Bengal? You want to know? Okay, let's move. Actually, water hyacinth reproduced rapidly by vegetative propagation. In a short period of time, it drains the oxygen from the water bodies that lead to death of fish. Therefore, it was the terror of Bengal, because without fish, what they will eat? Therefore, it is also considered as a water weed.